Welcome into Sonoma for Fireball Talks NASCAR. Well, for SRL. We're here today for Sonoma. Probably one of my favorite road courses on the NASCAR schedule out of the two. If this was 2013. As you may know, in 2013, the only two road courses on the NASCAR schedule were Watkins Glen and Sonoma. So quick fact for you before we start, and another fun track fact about Sonoma for tonight's, for tonight's Save Mart Company's 160. The Save Mart Company's 160 at Sonoma will have a cool track fact, and that would be the most famous picture ever viewed in history, which would be Bliss on the Windows XP screen, was actually taking place just south of where Sonoma is. And that was in the summer of 1996, if I recall correctly. And obviously, as you may know, Sonoma was named Infineon at that time, then was named Sonoma, and that's where we are currently. Sponsored by Toyota, obviously, and a very beautiful racetrack. We're running the old layout, aka the one that they used in 2013, obviously the Fox ticker from 2013 being used, but not the inside, or the infield carousel, as I should say. And it's going to be an interesting race. These next gens really are built for road courses, from what I've heard from a lot of drivers. And obviously, we're pretty excited for an exciting night here. As you can see, I think that's Cash Culp driving. Obviously, not a very good one at that. And if I can find myself a race logo, which obviously you've seen. Obviously, a very beautiful race logo. Very nice looking. One of my favorites that we've used, the Durant Designs 300. Then I forgot the race after that, but then it would be the Wawa 150, and then the Save Mart Company's 160 kilometers. Obviously, this race measured in kilometers because it's a road course, and road courses are a European thing, and European things are measured in kilometers. Actually, that's everything around the world, but who really cares? Obviously, I'm very excited for tonight's race here at Sonoma. Very excited to watch people wreck, because a lot of these guys are from the oval scene, and we expect a bit of wrecks, but obviously with how these guys are going to have to deal for next season with a lot of road courses on the schedule, I think that this is going to be a great practice tool. And it's a few races before the chase. We're going to take a look at my schedule on my phone, of course. And the schedule does say that this is going to be 4 races. So you've got Sonoma tonight, Kentucky next week, New Hampshire in 2 weeks' time, then Darlington to close out your regular season. You go to Nashville, Pocono, Michigan, Watkins Glen for the first 4 races of playoffs. And then you've got Talladega, Phoenix, Texas, and Bristol to round out the 8-race playoffs. And then you're going to go to the Final 4 in Homestead. Obviously, a very beautiful track in Watkins Glen being later in the season. All right, fine. We're going to let Luke Mahone say his pick to win, and I bet it's going to be him. Hop in a VC, Luke. Oh, he's already in the podium waiting room. You could have gone to the infield care center, but just say your pick to win, and I'll let you go. Just say your pick to win. Okay. Well, he's leading the practice sheets. That's actually reminded me to put the ticker up, so thanks. If it'll load. Yeah, he's at the top. Brochu second, Brown third. I don't know who was in fourth. Brad Batby. Damn it, Batby. Wait, how did the 89... Oh, my God. Well, I figured something out. The 89 didn't load, and that's because I put it in the wrong folder. Yeah. Yeah, it's up. It's in self-promo. This This is definitely one of the most unprofessional encounters I've had in the last 3 weeks of me broadcasting. Actually, I forgot. Yeah, you better apologize. Okay. I think Batby's number is loading, unless I gotta reload it. So self-promo where David spams his advertisements. Actually, I probably should put, true. Let's roast him. Owned him. Okay, broadcast link I can actually post there. Unfortunately, I gotta put the hashtag iRacing, hashtag SimRacing, hashtag eNASCAR. Obviously, I don't think David's gonna enjoy us flaming him on the broadcast, but I don't care. It's funny. Alright, so Sonoma's race link is up there. Did it show the 89 on the scoreboard or ticker or no? It's scrolling around, I think, right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jordan Kuhn's at the top, per usual. This man going to the top, of course. You aren't commentating. I only got you here for your pick to win. Maybe when you wreck out, I'll let you in. We got a deal?
I need a score, yes or no?
No. Actually, join in the infield care center after you wreck out. I interview you, then you can commentate. But don't do it on purpose, or I will flame you the entire time you're in the booth. I know you're gonna wreck out in like the first 2 laps anyway, so.
Probably.
You're gonna get involved in that mess that the 36 is gonna make. No offense, but I think he even admitted that pre-race. Yeah, the 36. Why did you enter your pick to win and you didn't even know your pick to win?
I hit a pretty hard wall there.
God, this is genuinely. Alright. Well,
Build up my lap.
I ain't doing all that. I'm a beer.
Well, okay, if you want to look at Cody Rivera's fast lap from gearbox view, and you'll see what I mean.
Whoever Peters is, I don't have his 19.
Alright.
Who's Peters? Actually, you know what? That references to Johnny Sauter. Actually, you know what? Wouldn't it be funny if I grabbed a Humphrey Smith Racing 19 from Big Evil and just put it in there? I actually think I have that in my files. Alright, well, welcome to the pre-race setting up show on FTN. We're kind of bored. It's a practice session at Sonoma, so what else do you expect? It's a practice session at Sonoma. No one's wrecking each other, which is usually what we like to cover, but fortunately, you're just looking at these static cams of Alexander G. Schumacher driving. I don't think that's really what everyone wants to see, but you know what? That's fine. Speaking of Alexander G. Schumacher, here's Alexander G. Schumacher. He's in an all-green car. I have, like, hints of yellow I probably should have put on there, but screw you. I'm not being professional right now when I should. Wow, we've got a lot. How did we get more guys in our... How did we get 20-plus guys... 26 guys in a race, or 25 guys in a race, but not for Richmond, for Sonoma out of all places. Okay, man. Don't keep telling yourself that, you know. Yes, you are wrong. I love Richmond, so screw you. HSR out 19. All right, well, do you think sitting on your leg is a good idea and healthy? That's what I keep doing. No, it is not. Okay, well, fair point. Fair point. What are we even talking about right now? I don't know. We got 6 viewers. I think they're going to enjoy our kind of unprofessionalism before we have to get professional. We're watching Alexander G. Oh, yeah, you're trying to interact with them. I never. Why do you try to interact with them? That's crazy. I mean, calling the FTN viewers non-existent is crazy, but kind of true. I own David Kreutz. Alright, well, my slight unprofessionalism might be fine with Alexander Schumacher. Do you have him in a VC? Can you pull him in? Oh my god. Get in the VC. Get in the podium VC, Schumacher. Actually, we're gonna have to ping him. Oh my god. Get in podium VC. Why am I acting like normal? No. When you wreck out, sure. Actually, you'll have to in-car commentate your wreck. Not like that, but I like the effort. Why can't I? Oh, wait. Me. Did Humphrey Smith Racing run a 19 in 2012? Now I feel stupid. I feel like they did. Well, too bad. You should know. This is NASCAR trivia. Oh, God, that's my WinRAR. Oh, God. Why is that on my main screen? Whoops. WinRAR jump scare. My bad. That was a slight unprofessional moment. Okay, you know what? Whoever's in the 19, you're gonna have to deal with Humphrey Smith Racing. Because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw your car, so have fun. Wasn't there a... you know what? Let me go find the 91. Alright. So, we have... Actually, practice is finishing up. I can't. Hold up. It's over. Is it over? I think. Alright. I was talking about, is it over? Like, is my life over? But close enough. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I just downloaded those into my... Oh, my God. Can WinRAR not go on my main screen for once? Thank you very much. And we are going to qualify, so I will see you after. Goodbye. He's in podium waiting room for when he wrecks. Alright, so, speaking of Luke Mahone, we're going to watch him. And we're going to go watch him embarrass himself. Because it's Sonoma. That's kind of the funniest thing you'll see all night. Okay, he's not going to try. Alright, well, we've got the 93 of Aiden Walker. He's known as a road course ringer, and he's actually driving. So 9 minutes, 26 seconds remain in this amazing qualifying session that lasts for 10 minutes. Green flag out on the track because that means it's go time, and these guys are going to start going. Obviously, my commentary skills are great. I hope someone likes them because it's quite amazing racing we're watching with Aiden Walker. I feel like he's going to absolutely dominate the field because he probably will, knowing he's Aiden Walker, and he's sweated on road course one too many times. And Floppa does not have car colors. Awesome. But, besides the point, it's amazing. We're watching Benjamin A. Walker wreck at Sonoma soon. I love it. Joking, I'm not a hater. So, what we're going to do... Oh, wow. They have a Dodge Charger billboard in the final corner of Sonoma. You want to know who drives the Dodge Charger in this league? Jonathan Ledger. And also Gavin Austin, maybe, if he decides to run the GoPro car. So that means that 2 people in this league run Dodge Chargers. Dominic Barbagallo, however, runs a Honda, and we're going to go watch that Honda after this lap. As you can see, people are starting their laps. I don't know why it says 000 for everyone, but you know what? That's fine. Benjamin A. Walker obviously going through Sonoma right now because Sonoma is an amazing track. I don't care what anyone says. It's an amazing track. I remember when IMSA went here a few seasons back in actual iRacing, and I don't know how it went. I didn't own the track. I just bought the track, but it looked fun from what I saw. And I didn't see anything, but actually, no, I saw a Reddit post, and people were wrecking each other. But that's typical IMSA for you. Just being terrible. I don't know. You have idiots in IMSA. But that's kind of besides the point. And tonight, we're going to watch people drive professionally around Sonoma because it's Sonoma. So Sonoma is a fun track in the wine country of California. And California is not known for its wine. It's known for its amazing views and Hollywood. Benjamin A. Walker is going to finish up his lap. That's going to... You'll see the ticker scroll around at the perfect time to watch people finish their laps. You're going to see Corey Lyles take the top of the board for driving first. Oh, there goes... Man, there goes the 25 up there, a.k.a. the 90 sim-stamped. You'll see the number 90 sim-stamped, but he is the number 24. Or 25, I should say. A lot of people have elected not to do laps right now, but that might be a bad idea for a lot of these guys. Now the 19, obviously. The last driver to run that in the NASCAR Cup Series before Martin Truex Jr., I believe, would be Carl Edwards. If I want to be correct on that. I don't know if I do. But before Carl Edwards was that Humphrey Smith Racing driver of the name, Mike Bliss. Obviously, Mike Bliss is the GOAT. We love Mike Bliss. And Mike Bliss, you gotta love him. Who doesn't love Mike Bliss? 16 guys have qualified, maybe 15. I think 15. Yeah, 15. So that's always amazing to see. We have a lot of drivers for tonight. 25, if I recall correctly. There's Benjamin A. Walker finishing his second lap. Now, 10-minute road course qualifying. In actual iRacing, they do 8 minutes, but you can't do 8 minutes. You have to do 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or however long you want to make qualifying. And that's how iRacing works for tonight. So that's unfortunately the case here, but that gives drivers an extra 2 minutes of time to qualify, and that's going to be a great position for Benjamin A. Walker. We're going to watch him do a cool-down lap, maybe another practice lap. And obviously, we're going to cut to someone else. Let's cut to Luke Mahone, who's set to crash out on lap 2, finishing his lap. He's currently in 14th, and he's going to be in a completely different scheme this week, surprisingly enough. But who cares? Surprisingly enough, that 27 will be 12th. What? I am surprised. That 27 qualifies 12th, and that's going to be an amazing effort from him, obviously. Good job from Luke Mahone for qualifying. Now he's 13th, but that's amazing. We're going to watch the 08 of Malachi Drake. Hasn't set a lap. Luke Peters has set a lap, but I don't know if he's on track at the moment. That would be a... No, that would not be a yes. Let's see if anyone is actually on track, and that's going to be Michael Deitch. New car colors, new scheme for this week in the number 57. Having a new Kyle Larson scheme, I believe the one that he's going to run in the Indy 500. And I think that's going to be quite interesting to see how... Oh, he just disappears, but Michael Deitch qualifying 19th. Anyone else we can view on track? And that's going to be T. Samuel Huff. I actually didn't... Oh, he's not on track. Wait, yes, he is. I believe he might be doing practice laps. He's currently third, and he's going backwards. That's amazing driving skill. You know, Huff didn't even change his scheme that much, and he still kind of has the same car color. So that's awesome. Awesome of Huff to think about us right now. And final spreadsheet update. So we're going to have you guys have a better immersive experience, of course. And here we go. 3 minutes remain in qualifying. T. Samuel Huff going backwards around the track. We're going to go focus on Cody Rivera's. Might be trying a new line. Might be practicing. Obviously, Cody Rivera's finishing both practice laps. And he's practicing. And that 36, McLaren, a base scheme. Obviously, that's a McLaren Indycar and maybe F1 base scheme. Google Chrome on the side of that thing. That rhymed. I might be a rapper. And he's going to speed in the pit road. Oh, boy. He's going to make it in. Aw, that was uneventful. But that might be pit entry practice. The 89 looks better, so you can actually see the number. Now, viewers, I guess I'm very entertaining at that. 2 minutes, or 3 minutes remain, actually. And we're going to find a driver. All right, I need someone to fill the dead air time of the last 2 minutes, 45 seconds. So I need you to fill the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds of dead air time we have.
Alright,
You aren't on track. Screw you. You should have been on track. The most interesting thing we have is T. Samuel Huff going backwards. Actually, just going to stop at the line. You thought he was...
that's how Trevor used to do it.
Okay. Back in the day, does that imply he hasn't won in a while, or...
Like before.
That's crazy. I think we need to get him in here for that. That's crazy. All right, well, let's bring Cole Denton in here. We haven't ever seen him in a race, at least. when I started broadcasting. You know how to move someone up while trying to drag them? I've actually never learned. Like, how do you scroll up while doing it? Yeah, but I'm trying to scroll up. I'm trying to scroll up. Yeah, it's not auto doing it for me. That's exactly what I'm doing. Can you do it? I actually don't even have the broadcaster role. Oh, wait. I think I got him here. Hello, Cole Denton. You were probably the most random driver we've seen only because I haven't seen you ever on this league. So, welcome to the broadcast. Floppa we've seen, so I'm not interviewing him. How do you feel for the first time being on an FTN broadcast?
This is pretty cool. I ran the
Okay, you're squeaker.
And had a lot of fun. So I registered for the Cup League, but I hadn't had time to race it. So I'm super excited. And me and Alexander have been racing some Class A's every now and then. So he knows me now, and I'm hoping I can do good, not spin out, because this car's pretty loose today.
All right, well, do you mind if we disrespect you during this qualifying interview? Because we're trying to fill in dead air time by making people laugh. All right, well, I don't think you noticed that I said you sound like a squeaker, which you probably are. Okay, that makes sense. Well, at least you're able to be on Discord. Congrats. That's a great milestone for you. Okay, well, I hope you wreck out, because that gives me something to cover. But also, I hope you finish, so that gives me something else to cover. I don't know. Well, the ticker broke for half a second. You'll love to see it. We'll see you at the end of the race, or when you wreck. Have fun. Also, tell Flop I said hi. Alright, so Luke Mahone, you helped us fill in the dead air time by absolutely doing nothing. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 laps when you wreck out. Enjoy the infield care center, buddy. Alright, so there goes Luke Mahone in the infield care center. Now we've got to start getting professional. So here's the grid. Very beautiful camera, presented by TrackGames22.com, which is currently what is the logo on your rows. So, oh, whoopsies. Oh, okay, that broke. I think I broke the ticker. Whoa, that doesn't matter. Okay. Starting off, Jordan Kuntz and Cody Riveras. In row 1. Row 2, we have Luke Peters and T. Samuel Huff, obviously. Row 3, we have Benjamin A. Walker and Matthew Batby. Row 4, we have Blaze McKinney in the same scheme as last week, and Sam Brochu. Obviously, Blaze McKinney coming off a win, so that's great for him. Row 5, we have Aaron Schugel. That's not a great color mix. And Dominic Barbagallo in the 17 Honda. Next in row 6, we have Alexander G. Schumacher and Shane DiMantova. Next, we've got Cole Denton. Obviously, I actually thought I messed up the numbers because 46 is the default number. But it's not. So, he's the number 46 for tonight. So, have fun with that information. Corey Lyle's in the 56. 10 numbers up. That's row 7. Row 8 is going to be Luke Mahone and Jason Alexander. Row 9 is going to be John H. Smith and Matthew Brower, the battle of the default colors in row 9. Row 10 is going to be Fortnite Cash Cup, or also known as Cash Culp, and Matthew Deitch. Row 11 is going to be Jason Rajcock and Aaron Brown. Row 12 is going to feature Malachi Drake and Jason Brady. Row 13, Jonathan Ledger and Glenn Bundren Jr. And row 14 is going to have nobody. So 26 cars rounding out your field tonight. Obviously, a very stacked field of drivers. You have drivers across all divisions of racing. You have oval drivers, you have road drivers, you have a mix of both. Looks like Jordan Kuntz and Cody Riveras are both of those today. Samuel T. Huff, obviously a setup maker for Maconi Setup Shop. So I think he knows what he's doing. Aaron Brown, or no, that's going to be Luke Peters in the 19. Sorry for setting you on the Mike Bliss covers, Luke Peters. I just wanted to do that tonight. Also, I did not have your number, so that's a very unfortunate instance. But we're gonna pull your ticker up here. Actually, we forgot the weather, so we're gonna say your weather tonight. Your weather is going to be 83 degrees at Sonoma. Obviously, it's in California, yet it being NorCal, it's going to still be hot with a north 2 mile degree of wind and partly cloudy forecast for tonight here at Sonoma. Now, local time at this current moment, it would be 18:25, which in actual American time would be 6 p.m. 6:25 if I recall correctly. So 21:26 on the East Coast, or also known as 9:26. Coming to the green here at 9:26 Eastern Standard Time, Luke Peters in 4th, Jordan Kuntz in 1st, Cody Rivera's in 3rd, and for 2nd and T. Samuel Huff in 3rd. Here we go, coming to the green. We're ready to go racing here at Sonoma. Sonoma obviously featuring a lot of great corners for racing, and we are coming to the green. And we're green for the first time here at Sonoma. And we've got a spin in the back. That's going to be Dominic Barbagallo, I believe. Or no, that's going to be Corey Lyles. No, that's going to be someone completely else. That's going to be Cody Rivera's going off. No, that's such a horrible start for Cody Rivera's. Obviously not the start you wanted to see from someone who was starting 2nd on the grid. And let's go see what happened there. And oh, no. That's horrible. We're going to go to TV1 real quick, or let's go to TV2 and see what happened. So Rivera looked to be getting got all the way on the outside there, not where exactly you want to be, and just spun the car, backing into the wall. Obviously not much damage with this next gen, and there goes Cash Kolb. And he spun. Malachi Drake barely tapping him. That's going to be a horrible start. Oh, Luke Mahone in the back, but that's going to be halfway behind the track for everyone else. And here comes a 99 of Jordan Kuntz leading the first lap of 50 here. 5 laps under NIS length, so this is going to be a pretty long race. Luke Peters in 2nd, obviously gaining 2 spots. That's a pretty good start for Luke Peters. Obviously, what you want to see out of someone like that, and who's that going to be behind? That's going to be Benjamin A. Walker. Oh, there goes Huff going wide. Not exactly what you want to do, but that's going to be in the sand, and you hear everyone flying by. There's McKinney, last week's winner. We're going to go on board with McKinney real quick and just see how he's driving this thing tonight. Lap 2 of 50. Right here, Blaze McKinney obviously running a well-deserved. That's going to be nice 5th from the looks of it. And you can see everyone that wrecked on that first lap. Luke Mahone making up a lot of spots. Michael Deitch, obviously, I believe, retiring out of this race already. Unfortunate for Michael Deitch, running 25th now of this race. Luke Peters, obviously in those Mike Bliss colors, running 2nd. I really like those colors, but we're going to move on to the battle right at hand right now. That's going to be T. Samuel Huff looking behind Blaze McKinney, not really able to go anywhere, but we're going to go focus on the number 99 of Jordan Kuntz, obviously being far a ways ahead of the field. Now, we've got a battle for 3rd spicing up. We've got the number 90, or also known as number 25 of Sam Brochu, and Benjamin A. Walker. Brochu looking to the inside, maybe not going to make the move. One of those corners that you can really wheel hop, or, you know, oh, wow, we've got a huge battle in the back here. That's going to involve T. Samuel Huff and Blaze McKinney. McKinney being overtaken by Huff, and that's going to be an easy position for Huff, obviously. Jason Brady seems to be wrecked, and let's go see what happened to Brady. And that's not exactly what we want to see. There's Jason Brady, and oh, got the back end out, but was able to save it. Amazing save by Jason Brady. Now, obviously, that's going to be amazing for Jason Brady. Well, half amazing, I do want to say. Half being that the car was still running, and the other half being that he did lose time, but Walker looks to be having a battle for 3rd at the moment. Oh, that's a 3-car battle for 3rd. That's going to be Aiden Walker, Sam Brochu, and that's going to be the 89 of Matthew Batby, a new face we haven't seen till tonight. Lap 450, no cautions, obviously. No automatic yellows for road courses, but that doesn't mean that there won't be cautions, because all cautions must be lead cautions. In the drivers' meeting, it was 3 or 4 guys or more for a caution. Obviously, a self-spin won't be a caution because everyone's spread out here. New fastest lap by Jordan Coons. Obviously, we want to go take a look at what happened to Cody Riveras. Going to go take a look. The highest was second. Obviously, the position that Rivera started in, currently 17th, and lowest was 20th. Obviously, not exactly what you want to be in the position of on lap 450, but this is a road course, so one of those longer ones. There goes the number 56 of Corey Lyles. Corey Lyles goes around. Unfortunate for him. And we're going to go, I mean, wow, he's all the way in the sand. I think he's playing in the sand. This isn't a beach, Corey Lyles. Anyways, here he goes. Hits the curb way too hard. The car gets loose, unsettles, and there he goes, just spinning off. Smart decision not to back into the field. Unfortunate for Corey Lyles, however, but, you know. And the huge lead already. Luke Peters with the fastest lap of the session. That 19 is trying to track down that number 99 of Jordan Coons. Coons being taken out in the late race yellow last week at Richmond with T. Samuel Huff, obviously, was going to be penalized for jumping the start anyways, but still very unfortunate. Coons could have had a good points day. Unfortunately, could not have now, but now Coons just wants to win or bounce back at least. That'd be a great bounce back for him. Lap 5 of 50, you have Rajcock, Schumacher in 15th and 16th, so Rivera's in 14th. We just saw him in P number 17 a few seconds ago, so he's making up a lot of ground. One of the faster guys here. His fastest time, I believe, might have been, to me on the timing screen, it will be if I can find it here, that would be a 1:17.372, obviously going a bit off track for all of his laps, but he's running pretty fast. Not faster than the top 2 guys, but faster than the top few guys. And there's Cash Cole being a lapped car, going a lap down right now. Unfortunate for him. Michael Deitch getting back on the track. Cash Culp already being a lap down. That's not really good. Cash Culp goes wide, and he's going to spin the car. Man, already a lap down is crazy, and we're going to enable your sub-ticker after this rolls around, and it has, so you can see the gap of everyone. There's a lot of battles going on. There goes Cash Culp. Here's Luke Peters. Obviously looking for a way by that number 99 of Jordan Coons. Jordan Coons obviously leading this race. Your leader right now, but can he hold it on? Lap 6 of 50 right now. The program alert you see on the bottom of your screen currently running, just to let you know of other content going on. It's going to be next coming up is going to be the FORL trucks at COTA. Obviously another road course being ran here on FTN Live. COTA being notable for the F1 road course in America. After Indianapolis had a fallout with F1 for the infamous Michelin and I believe it was Bridgestone tire incident. Then COTA, built in 2012, was now existent, and Sebastian Vettel won the first few races there. Then Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, if I recall, Kimi Räikkönen winning in 2017, and then just Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Obviously, Blaise McKinney going to take that P6 from T. Samuel Huff. Not a very good place that you want to be in right now, but you know. All right, well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break on lap 7 out of 50 right now. And we will see you here in a minute. But we will see you here in a minute.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
This message is brought to you by the rebrand of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This publication may not be reposted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. NASCAR Camping World Ford F-150. NASCAR Xfinity Ford Mustang. NASCAR Cup Series Next-Gen Ford Mustang. Arca Menards. This has been the publication of the redesign and rebranding of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This message may not be reposted, republicated, or rebroadcasted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. Thank you, and thanks for your time.
We welcome you back to FTN on here. 2 laps have passed by ever since you've seen us last. Obviously not really much action going on in the field. So right now we have, well, I'm 9 out of 50. We have about 42 laps to go if my math is correct. And Luke Mahone being our first car DNF'd, just like last week at Richmond. Not really much changes from the East Coast to West Coast. Luke Mahone being the first car retired, obviously. Let's go interview him on that. Oh, no, now he's gone. So Luke Mahone not being here with us, unfortunately. And we've had a spin, I believe, at what I've seen. And we're going to bring your ticker back up. So we made some edits while you last saw us. Lap 10 out of 50 now. Unfortunately for me, those dots are now commas. Whoops. But that's kind of besides the point. Who is that? That's going to be the number 48 of Floppa, aka John A. Smith. He started 17th, currently 20th. He's going to go way off track to not be with the leaders. That was a skill issue by me. Whoopsies. Now we're going to go back to your battle for... and this battle has kind of died down. No caution, of course. There was no yellow. Now we're going to keep it green. Oh, whoops. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, that was an accident. Celebrating 15 years of iRacing on iRacing's platform. This beautiful platform that we are streaming on right now. Luke Peters runs second in that beautiful 19. Having a similar scheme to someone we haven't talked about yet today, Aaron Brown. Now, if we cut to Aaron Brown real quick, you will see the similarities in schemes. Just the same scheme, different manufacturer. And obviously, that's going to be, who is that? That's going to be the number 12 car. What I can see, that's going to be Matthew Brower right in front, and that's going to be Brower locking up the brakes. Brower obviously not having his sim stamp or custom number match the sim stamp number. He's going to try to nudge Aaron Brown off the track. That got a bit aggressive there, but they're side by side entering turn 1. And who's going to take it? Who's going to take it? It's going to be Aaron Brown, maybe. Nope. Yep, Aaron Brown seems to take it from him, and now he's going to... oh, they're side by side once again through these corners. Brady being the last car, not a lap down. 26 cars were supposed to start the race. There goes the number 12. That's going to be number 12 of Matthew Brower. Matthew Brower is going to spin the car, and that's going to be a horrible, horrible ending of the battle for him. I think he'd rather lose the position at that point than just spin the car, but fortunately that's the way the tide rolls. And here's Benjamin A. Walker. He's still in front of that 89. The 89 closing back up. That's going to be the number 89 of Matthew Batby. We're going to ride on board with Matthew Batby real quick. I'm on camera. Batby just wants to find a way around this 93, and I don't think he's going to be able to for a good while. Benjamin A. Walker, obviously known for driving on SKS very well. He drove cars really fast and can drive them fast on road courses. He's also a legend car driver, if you didn't know, and that's going to be the number 28 of Jonathan Ledgeroff. Oh, man. He only impeded with the leaders right there in a completely unsponsored Dodge. Love to see unsponsored Dodges. Who doesn't? All that, who had an unsponsored Dodge? I actually can't recall. I mean, you could say Mike Harmon. Mike Harmon did. Yeah, we'll go with Mike Harmon for now. That's a good name to go with for an unsponsored Dodge. Luke Peters still not caught up to Jordan Kuntz, but there's lap traffic, and that's going to be Cash Culp back in the pits. He's going to be pitting one, and man, started 19th, currently is 23rd. In his current position, 23rd, highest was 19th, the lowest was 25th, so not really having a good points day for him. Wonder if Luke Mahone is anywhere. He's not wanting an interview. That's unfortunate. So is your pick to win this race already out of this race, or wrecked, or anything happened to whoever you wanted to win this race? Let us know in the live chat. 6 viewers, obviously. 13 of lap 50. So you have Brady a lap down. That means Malachi Drake is your last car. Not a lap down. That's going to be Malachi Drake right there, P17. And that's not good. Corey Lyles having white wheels on that thing. You know, oh no, Corey Lyles going for a spin into the wall. That's not good. Corey Lyles hard into the wall. He's going to have to take it to pit road. What is he doing? He nearly hit the 89. Oh, Walker locks it up. Man, that was an intense few corners. Walker side by side with that 89 of Matthew Batby. Batby obviously side by side with Walker. Never mind, he's going to lose that time to Walker. Peter's the closest he has been in a few laps, but that's not what really matters right now. And man, not really a good camera you want to cut to in an intense battle with the 93 and the 89. Obviously, those numbers on the actual number line are going to be 4 numbers away. And guess what? They're 4/10ths away, maybe even 400ths right now as we speak. Walker goes off track side by side. He's going to use the runoff to his advantage. Unfortunately, not that much of an advantage. Lap 14 of 50. They're already battling pretty hard. Luke Peters already very close to that number 99. We're going to cut to him. Very hard corner to do in the next gen. He barely got off track. We're going to ride on board with Luke Peters right now. We're going to cut to the battle real quick. They might be side by side. No, they aren't going to be. Malachi Drake just up ahead. Not what you usually want to see during an intense battle. Unfortunately, that's what they're going to have to see. Oh, Walker and the 89 are going to battle it out. That's going to be the 89 of Matthew Batby, and Matthew Batby is going to be just in front of Aiden Walker. There's Jason Brady right there. We haven't talked about him in a hot while. Your winner of the Wawa 150 last week, Jordan Kuntz. Not Jordan Kuntz. Jordan Kuntz was on pace to win the thing until Trevor Huff got into him. Blaze McKinney runs 6 with his 3rd win of the season. That's going to be a good finish for him, a points day, but another good points day for him is going to be a 6th place finish if he can keep it together for the last 35 or so laps. Obviously, Sonoma in the next gens is tough. You got 110 laps here on the actual NASCAR schedule, if I recall. And next season, there's going to be a lot of road courses for the SRL schedule. So usually, they better get good at road courses, or else they're going to have a hard time next season with next year's schedule. Rivera's obviously running 8th right now. What a great recovery. With that spin from lap 1, not a great start, but then started just recovering and recovering, working hard for it, and amazing recovery from that 36. Obviously, in the McLaren F1 type scheme, or the McLaren Indycar, whichever one you want to say, and still just doing an amazing job. And 32 seconds back. Obviously, probably might be gaining on Huff. One of the better drivers. Oh, there goes. That's going to be the number. I believe that's going to be the 56 of Corey Lyles. That's going to be the 56 of Corey Lyles then. What position was he running in? 20th. Man, that's just not a good day for Corey Lyles so far. Just got off track twice. I think he might try to retire the thing. We're going to watch. Oh, got on the dirt a little bit. Yeah. Obviously, Sonoma. In the spring is a very beautiful grass. It has beautiful grass. And then in the summer, it's going to be all sand. And obviously, the spring of 1996 seems to be that time when the picture of the Bliss, aka the Windows XP screen, if you're a computer nerd, was taken in. Obviously, a very beautiful picture. One of the most beautiful photos on the internet. You have Luke Peters and Jordan Kuntz battling it out. Sam Brochu seems to be in third, trying to catch up to these guys. Not that far back, as you'll see when the ticker scrolls back around here. A nice 13 seconds, very respectable for these guys, but just not enough. Don't you agree? And 69 seconds back. It's going to be 3 guys. Man, we might go the entire race without a yellow. Jason Brady seems to have wrecked. Going off track. Actually nearly into the wall. 1 car retired. That's going to be Luke Mahone. Shane DiMantova. Oh my gosh. What happened there? Why was... Oh no! We've got beef now. DiMantova might have some enemies on track. That might be the 71 of Jason Rajcock he's mad at. Where is Rajcock? What happened? What happened prior to that wreck? Did anything happen? Here they go. Into the penultimate corner. Rajcock goes wide. Not much fault of Mantova. Not even Mantova's fault. Or DiMantova, I should say. Rajcock looks under. DiMantova blocking. And just goes down. Man, I don't know what was trying to go on there. What was happening? That might not be good from a few guys, or from what I've heard. DiMantova obviously might try to just catch Rajcock and spin him. 13 cars on the way to lap. That's going to be 12 pretty soon. At this rate, we're going to go check Jason Rajcock. He's passing Jonathan Ledger. Oh, someone's off in the back. That's going to be Shane DiMantova, I believe. Oh, wait, that's not DiMantova. That's got to be another one of those guys. Could probably be Jason Alexander. And we're going to watch these guys maneuver themselves around the lapped car. That's going to be the number 71 of Jason Rajcock. Lap 18 of 50. Now trying to see what these guys are doing. Alexander right behind. Not going to be able to do anything. Schumacher obviously not having any defense because he's got no one to defend. But also having no offense because gaining time on a road course in a cup car is kind of hard if you're not that fast. I'm also saying that because I have a skill issue. But we're going to go watch Jason Alexander's off track. Here we go, That's Jonathan Ledger. There's Jason Alexander locking up the brakes. Seemed to be going off track. Now, here's what happened earlier. It's Jason Alexander. Oh, wow. He might be going under the wall. And he's going to save it. Okay. Amazing save. Ledger obviously letting those guys around. What happened here? It says he wrecked. I don't think anything happened. Nothing happened. No. Nope. All right, nothing happened. You can see Alexander going in pit road. Oh, man. Just kind of tapped D-Man to over there. Now what you want to do. Ledger being a few seconds off pace. But that's okay as long as he doesn't instruct the field. Cole Denton and Jonathan A. Smith parking their cars and going off the track. And here's Cash Gold into the infield care center. Now, obviously not the road course debut you wanted to have, but unfortunately that's the one you're going to get. Cash Cole, you got a copy. Yeah, we got you. Now, unfortunately, a 24th from you, 9 laps down, just about to hit 10. How does it feel?
Not very good, family. Just what happens when you pick a bad track for a bad car.
I mean, that sounds like a skill issue to me. You just couldn't drive, which obviously is fair. I can't drive at a road course in a cup car either. I don't blame you. You're more of a dirt guy. No wonder you were more off the track today. I'm joking, of course, but obviously not the debut at a road course you did want to have. I just wanted to joke about that because I can't drive at a road course either, and I didn't want to feel lonely. So, 10 laps down. Do you think you'll be leaving the session after or not?
Maybe.
Let's go now. Someone can be.
I wasn't having the greatest at times, so I'll probably help out.
Yeah, I thought you.
Jump.
Yeah, it doesn't look junk to me. I don't know. There goes, I believe that's going to be Jason Alexander in the pits. People are starting to have their pit stops, obviously. Luke Peters with the fastest lap. Anything you want to say before we let you go? Any sponsors you want to thank? Yeah, oh. 33 came into here wrecked, so we'll have to see what happened there. But thank you for your time. Obviously, the highest of 19th, lowest of 25th, and just 24th right now, retiring in that position. Unfortunate debut for you at a road course, but hopefully we see you next week at, I believe it's going to be Kentucky, if I am correct. So we'll see you. All right, well, we'll see you next week, possibly at Kentucky, and we're going to go take a look at the Matthew Brower wreck. Ow. Well, I can't say anything legally, but yeah, we'll see you next week, hopefully. Have a good one. That's going to be Cash Cole from the Infield Care Center. Obviously, Matthew Brower not having the best of debuts. At a road course either. What happened, though? Aaron Brown looks to have taken a hit. I'm going to go take a look at what happened. Oh, he's just spinning the car, and that's going to be unfortunate. Matthew Brower, obviously, we want to see what happened. He exited pit lane. He got off track right here. Okay, so this is what happened. Who's that trailing? I really can't tell, but he's just going to go off track, hit the wall. I think I want a better angle of that. Then what happens? That's going to be... Oh, he tried to wall ride. He thought he was Ross Chastain. Unfortunately, he isn't. So he can't wall ride. I think at that point he just gave up and... Oh, Hardwick, and that's going to be when he DNFs the car. Obviously retiring from the race. Ledger, the last person on the track, and oh wait, we got green flag pit stop starting now. There goes Ledger spinning. Jordan Kuntz is gonna pit. Looks a bit early to me, but obviously maybe not. There's gonna be Corey Lyles in the pits. I don't think Aaron Schugel, the other Ford, is gonna be here tonight, though he was planning to start. No, he is here. You got the 89 coming to pit road. You've got a lot of guys coming to pit road. You got the 68 of Alexander G. Schumacher. That's going to be the pit stop for the 99 done. We're going to go check out someone else's stop. Let's go check out on the 89. Here's he going to stop, and he's going to get a pretty quick stop. There goes Corey Lyles, obviously being the second one to enter pit road on lap 23. Obviously, that's not going to let Jordan Kuntz keep the lead. Instead, that's going to be Luke Peters keeping the lead. but he might pit next time by, and there goes that number 89. Of course, you've got the 68 on pit road still, but Luke Peters not pitting this time, but there goes the 16. That's going to be the number 16 of, let's try to find him here. That's going to be Jason Brady in pit road. Not getting a good angle of his pit stop. There we go. $16 pitting. About to hit the halfway point. There comes in. That's going to be the number 93, Benjamin A. Walker. Here's the number 36 entering pit road. Cody Riveras. We'll go check in on Walker here in a minute. There's Cody Riveras entering pit road. Let's go check back in on Walker. Hopefully gets a nicer stop. Now I wonder if that 19 is going to enter pit road anytime soon. Obviously this is a road course, so pit stops are going to be spread out. Brochu obviously going to not be that far back. Only 16 seconds, not that far at a road course. He's going to be stuck behind the 71 of Jason Rajcock, who probably has beef with the number 20 of Shane DeMantova. And that's who the number, oh, there goes the number 19 of Luke Peters in, but the number, oh no! Man, that almost looked bad. I'm sorry for yelling, but wow. Here comes Luke Peters on the pit road. Then there's the 25. Man. Not really what you want to see before someone enters pit road, because you could have a pit stop for a much longer time than I anticipated. Fortunately not. There's the 20 of Shane DeMantova, the 10 of Jason Alexander. Jason Alexander entering the pits at an earlier time because of a wreck, and now he's going to be in pit road once again, but for better reasons. That's going to be the number 3 of T. Samuel Huff in pit road. Let's go watch the number 90, or also the number 25 of Brochu. There's the 30 of T. Huff, looking to get into stall. Maybe an issue. There we go. Peter's now stuck in 6th. Everyone's going to start exiting pit road. There's the number 81 of Aaron Schugel. We haven't talked about him, but we've talked about the other Ford scheme a lot more tonight, which is going to be Corey Wiles. The 20 and the 10 entering pit road. Evan Allen not showing up this week, unfortunately, but you know, that's how the tide rolls. When covering green flag pit stops, things are going to get intense, and I don't know why it still shows the 19 at pit road. McKinney seems to be taking the lead now. We're going to go check on Blaze McKinney. Here's Blaze McKinney looking for a good stop, if he's going to stop at all here. And he's not going to stop this time. But there's a 71 of Jason Rajcock pitting. So Jason Rajcock obviously pitting because it's his time to stop. There's the 10 of Jason Alexander. We haven't covered any of those guys as pit stops, unfortunately, but Jason Alexander right in front. We can probably go cover him real quick. He's running 19th at the moment on my timing screen. That's very delayed. So it could be inaccurate, could be accurate, who knows. But that's a very fast stop by Jason Rajcock. I think Jason Alexander is just going to park it. Now here comes the 18 of Aaron Brown entering pit road, looking for a good stop here. Michael Deitch passes the number 10, and Jonathan Wedger seems to have crashed. That's Cody Rivera. Here's Jonathan Wedger. Just going to let someone by. Whoopsies. That's what my timing screen was saying. We're going to go back to focusing on Aaron Brown for his stop. And here's Aaron Brown exiting the pit roads. That's my fault. We caught him a bit late, but it's just how the tide rolls. And here we go. I think that might be all the stops we're seeing. Oh, no, never mind. There's Blaze McKinney entering pit road. Obviously, this entire race might go green. McKinney's in pit road. We're going to ride on board with the last week's winner. And we're just going to let you listen to the raw sounds of this pit stop.
This message is brought to you by the rebrand of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This publication may not be reposted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. NASCAR Camping World Ford F-150. NASCAR Xfinity Ford Mustang. NASCAR Cup Series Next-Gen Ford Mustang. Arca Menards. This has been the publication of the redesign and rebranding of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This message may not be reposted, republicated, or rebroadcasted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. Thank you, and thanks for your time.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Well, my apologies for the technical error there, where you couldn't hear me until after Blaise McKinney's pit stop. But pretty much what I was summing up is Michael Deitch's wreck and what just happened, and we were going to commercial break. Well, welcome back to the SearingMarks Company's 160 kilometers here on FTN and SRL. We're going to be heading back to live coverage of Jordan Kuntz just dominating this field, and here's Jordan Kuntz. Just dominating this field at the moment. Luke Peters seems to be catching up. I mean, everyone's catching up. We've got obviously lap 33 of 50 here. Not really much chat interaction going on, except we've got 10 viewers. So 10 viewers! Hello guys, welcome to the broadcast. Let's see your picks to win tonight. Now 8 viewers, but still doesn't change the fact that people can still submit in their chances. Now, we're going to talk about some other races that are going on. So, in the Integrity Ignite Series, we have the race concluding. It's going to be the number 24 of Thomas Bresci III. Winning at Watkins Glen in the Xfinity cars. Now for the FORL Truck Series, obviously, the second of 3 road course races that have been going on tonight. Here on Fireball Talks NASCAR, of course, road course night on FTN. James Thurston has finished that race in first, obviously concluding the race. Good on him for winning. At Coda in the trucks. Now James Thurston winning in the trucks at third. Good for him. And now the conclusion of this race hasn't exactly happened yet. Lap 33 of 50. We're quite a ways away from it. It's got to your laps to go. And it's 17 to go. So you know what that means? We're a bit off from 22 to go, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to head to a Track Cams 22. Crank it up. welcome back to FTN. 15 laps remain here, and you're watching Cody Rivera's battle T. Samuel Huff. Obviously, Rivera's with that horrible start. Currently 9th, highest was 2nd where he started, and lowest was 20th. Speaking of started 2nd and currently 9th. Now, that's obviously unfortunate for him. He had that lap 1 spin, as you may remember, and obviously not able to do anything with that, but now he's able to do something. It's 10:20 or 10:13 on the East Coast right now. That would be, I believe, 7:13 on the West Coast, which is where we currently are. Luke Peters really wants to gain back 3rd. When we get our ticker up, or our intervals up here in a second, you'll be able to see right now, obviously. Oh, wow. Wait. We might have a battle cooking. We might have a battle cooking for the lead. Roach, you might actually be able to catch up. Oh, man. Aaron Schugel holding up that 25. Not really what he wants to see right now. You've got Coons there, though, in first. Just gotta hope he doesn't pull away. That's the worrying part. You've got Jason Brady. Man. Really horrible situation. There goes Brady letting him by. Schugel is not giving this 25 a easy time right now. They're in the same manufacturer. Oh no, Jason Brady. Now Schugel gives the 25 an easy time. Hopefully, definitely not what he wanted to see. He lost an entire second right there. That's really not good. You know, you better hope that he's able to gain back that time in the next 13 laps, looking to be 12 pretty soon. Oh, man. You're going to be on your feet for this finish. If he catches, of course. 13 to go. That 25 just got to start going there. The 99 goes by, and then the 25. But, man, those cameras really don't do anything to show you how close these guys are. I mean, they kind of do with how fast you can hear the cars, but you know, it's kind of horrible that he got held up by Schugel there, but now he's able to catch back up again with no lap traffic in the way. And, man, I'm really excited to see how these guys drive. Obviously, with these guys being far back, I don't think it's going to be that far of a fetch, because he's not that far back. He's maybe a second back now, maybe a second and a half. No, 2.5 now. And Shane Mantova seems to have wrecks. So we'll take a quick break to look at what happened here with D. Mantova. Just got on the sand and, yeah, just spun the car, and he's looking to be a bit slower right now. Just conserve and save. Now, 2.5, not a gap you want to be 12 laps to go, even with a road course, because that's still a lot of time no matter what, unless you're on the Nürburgring, Nordschleife, or Le Mans. But those are the 2 longest tracks on iRacing, maybe even in the world. No, Iowa Man TT. But still, the 3 longest tracks in the world, it's fine to be 2.5 seconds back, because those are easy times to gain back. But Luke Peters seems to pit again. Man. But now we turn the ticker back on. 2.5 still back. Oh no, it might be over. He's got to hope that the 99 makes a mistake. There goes Schumacher letting the 99 by. Can you let the 25 by? Yes, you will. Good man. 11 to go. Oh no, it might be over. Unless there's a caution or, I don't know, Sam just can do something right now because 2.5 is not a good gap you want to be. He's not gaining at all. Unless that's just the ticker not updating, but then again, I don't think it is. So they'll come back around here and you'll get a nice update for them, but he was 1.6 a while back and now he's just trying to gain all that time back. Let's see what he is right now. And the ticker scrolls back around, or I can give you the update. 2.7, maybe. That's gonna be a yes, possibly. Yeah, 2.7, 2.8. Not really what you want to be. It's a lot of time. And to go. Can he make something happen? Something has to happen here to the 99 or just anyone else, like a 4-car stack up or something. Just nothing really happening right now. You're waiting for something to happen. You're just waiting, you're just waiting, you're just waiting, and nothing happens, and boom. Kind of now able to win the race, of course. Nothing really to talk about right now. Cutting the commercial, and if the 99 wrecks, oh no. You guys did not see that on the commercial break, so obviously commercial break would not be viable at this time. And why would you go to commercial with 9 to go? No matter where you are, this is going to get intense here. Also, about my comment earlier, I don't think the Le Mans would be long enough to make a gap up with 12 to go. The track is 4 minutes long in an LMP car. The track is... Oh, Jonathan Wedger being out of this race now. Cody Rivera's, I think, retired. Is Jonathan Wedger on track? No, he's not, actually. That's surprising. So Jonathan Wedger has DNF'd. That might be the first time this season that we've seen. We're going to go back to Jordan Kuntz and watch. Man, this is horrible for these guys. It's horrible because there's not much action going on, but the 25 just needs to catch that 99, and what the 99's doing right now are flawless laps. With 9 to go, it's like, no, you can't have those happen. You have to have a mistake. You have to have a mistake. Oh no, he's not going to make a mistake. But if you push, you might make a mistake, and man. But remember last week, Jordan Kuntz was on his way for a win, and then he got in an incident with the number 3, or the 03 I should say, with Samuel T. Huff, and then boom, he was out of that race, and as you may know, Blaise McKinney won that race, so anything can happen. We didn't expect the number 99 and the 3, the 2 fastest cars, to be taken out, and now he was taken out, so... I don't know, Jordan Kuntz could win this race easily by a mile, or he could just somehow have some weird implications happen to him and boom, that's a DNF, or he's not going to win, or... Man, it's just, you just got to wait for it, and man, not really what you want to see if you're the number 25 right now, but what you want to see is for the 99 right now is just keeping that gap and keeping that gap, and you know, you really can't have anything happen. And talking about the DNF rate of Gogi B. Jonathan Wedger, obviously, let's see. I don't think they track DNFs on SimRacer Hub. Unfortunately not. But it just means We'll just have to guess, and I feel like that's his first DNF of the season. Yet, let's see the guys who have a win this season. We're going to go and we have a nice Sim Racer Hub links to check out all your favorite stats. And I'm a stat geek, so I really like looking at stats. And wait, we have series stats. I wonder if we have... So, I think if we check series stats, if we can find Jonathan Wedger, he has, I believe it doesn't track DNFs there either. Fortunately not. Not really much happening on the track at the moment. I'm just trying to fill in some dead air time with some cool stats. So, I have no idea how it works. The racer hole on the phone. There goes number 71. That's going to be the number 71 of Jason Ratchcock. Obviously, if he holds the 99 up but doesn't hold the number... Wait, what the... Shane DiMantova in the lead, but he doesn't hold the 25 up. That could definitely help the 25. Now, we go to SRL Season 2. Let's check stats, and still doesn't show DNFs, I believe, but Jonathan Wedger has... How many laps? Let's see. He doesn't DNF a lot, but he has... Let's see. 1,656 laps so far as of Richmond. You can see the sun setting here in Sonoma, California. 5 laps remain. And we're going to go check our championship standings, obviously. Not going to work. It's weird. And there's the 71, obviously. Not much is going to happen. Wait, he might be holding up the 99 here. Jason Radcock might be holding up the 99. Wait, something might happen. Oh no. That's not really what you want to see. Deitch is out of the race. In the garage, parked it. And now the 99 just forces himself by, but oh no, there's no way. That's going to be a 2.1 second gap. I don't know why Shane DiMantova is shown in first. It's not what we want to see. That's a broken glitch. Is Shane DiMantova going to win this race? I'm joking, but that'd be cool. But that takes the entire field to wreck, and I don't think that would be good. So, I hope the entire field doesn't wreck, but you never know with the track like Sonoma. And we're going to come back. Oh, man. Okay, that's a bad glitch, but Shane DiMantova, obviously, as you know, is not in first. That's weird. Well, not really much you're supposed to do at that point. Standings, let's go see the season standings. It's going to be... So, Hayes Booth has 2 wins this season, as of USA. That's 2 wins in the books for people. AJ Stravato, 3 wins. Blaise McKinney, 3 wins. Riley Marabella with 1 win. Alec Daffodil with 1 win. Colin Kane with 1 win. And Michael Rosero with 1 win. And this means... Oh no. They're blinking. Blinking, that's not good. Might be an issue on my part. But... whoever won over, which would be the... I believe 99. No, wait, it was... Yeah, it might have been Jordan Kuntz. Jordan Kuntz. Yeah, Jordan Kuntz did win Dover. So, Jordan Kuntz won Dover. This could be his second win of the season, if I recall correctly. Jordan Kuntz, obviously, winning the Monster Mile 160. 2 to go, do remain. So let's go check. That'd be Jordan Kuntz, yes, winning that race. He couldn't go 2 for 2 at Richmond. Blaze McKinney won that race for the 3rd win of the season. But Jordan Kuntz currently is on pace for his 2nd win of the season. Brochu looking for his 1st. Unfortunately not going to be able to do it if we have the number 99 of Jordan Kuntz. Not able to make a mistake, of course, which is good for Kuntz, but not good for anyone else. Because I'm pretty sure someone else wants to win this race, and that'd be the number 25, doing everything in his power to, and not really much to cover. Coming to the white flag. Also forgot to pull this graphic up, which would be our amazing crank it up graphic that I made. Took me a few hours. Obviously, things in 2013 were complicated to make with all of those effects and stuff. Now we're on 2 to go, coming to 1 to go. Track cams 22, 1 to go, obviously. The white flag is in the air. The flag you want to see after 50 amazing laps. This race will go all green. Next flag does end the race. So no matter what, Jordan Kuntz is in the lead and will win this race unless there's a wreck for him. But besides that, Jordan Kuntz will win the race with Sam Brochu in 2nd. Alexander out of the race. Brady being the last car in this race, 15 laps down in 17th. Luke Mahone being our first retiree on lap 2, I believe, or no, lap 7 or 8. I can't blame him. Brochu obviously in 2nd, but that's going to be the end of the race now. Rounding the final corner is going to be Mr. Jordan Kuntz on pace for the 2nd win of the season. That's going to be the 2nd win of the season for Jordan Kuntz, and he's going to win here at Sonoma. Jordan Kuntz wins, and I mean wins, in dominating fashion in a not so intense race. Race number 16 here at Sonoma, maybe 17. But race, I believe that's going to be, it'll be in our description. Race number 14 of 16 here. So race number 14 going to round off our amazing finish here, and he's going to try to do burnouts. Obviously, when it gets to the end, there's going to be Sam Brochu right behind, finishing 2nd. But we're going to go back to focus on the man of the day, Jordan Kuntz. Shane DiMantova finishing 16th, not 1st, so here's Jordan Kuntz. He's about to burn it down. He's going to burn this thing down. As you can see, someone finishing in the background, but obviously not going to be it. Here's Jordan Kuntz about to burn this place down. Here in the virtual Sonoma with all the virtual fans, and there's Jason Rajcock doing the drag strip, but this Jordan Kuntz's moment. And there's Jason Rajcock doing the drag strip, probably something interesting and fun. But Jordan Kuntz, the winner of tonight's race, Now we're going to go to your results. And here's Lyles, Walker, and Dominic Barbagallo in that Honda. And now we're going to go to your results. People still finishing the results time. It's going to be your grid now. The Save Mark Company's 160 kilometers. Jordan Kuntz rounds your field off in first. Sam Brochot in second. Benjamin A. Walker in third. Blaze McKinney in fourth. Matthew Batby in fifth. That's going to be Aaron Brown in sixth. T. Samuel Huff in seventh. Aaron Schugel, your first of the lap down cars in eighth. Dominic Barbagallo in ninth. And rounding out your top 10, Jason Radchcock 2 laps down. Now, Alexander G. Schumacher in 11th. Malachi Drake in 12th. Corey Lyles in 13th. Luke Peters in 14th. That's going to be Cody Riveras, obviously not having the best of days, starting second and finishing 15th. Obviously, the highest he was before he wrecked out was 9th. Shane D. Mantova in 16th, not first. Jason Brady in 17th. Michael Deitch in 18th. Jason Alexander in 19th. And Matthew Brower in 20th, rounding out your top 20. Now coming to 21st is going to be John A. Smith, Cole Denton in 22nd. Cash Culp in 23rd. Luke Mahone in 24th. Jonathan Ledger in 25th, though I don't think that's his actual finishing spot unless he did get disqualified. Possibly could have. And Glenn Bundren Jr. in 26th. Now let's go to a quick commercial break. Obviously, wait. Glenn Bundren Jr. did not start this race. I should mention that, so being our only non-starter. We're going to go to commercial break real quick before we set everything up, so we'll see you here in a minute.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
This message is brought to you by the rebrand of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This publication may not be reposted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. NASCAR Camping World Ford F-150. NASCAR Xfinity Ford Mustang. NASCAR Cup Series Next-Gen Ford Mustang. Arca Menards. This has been the publication of the redesign and rebranding of Throttle Graphics and Designs. This message may not be reposted, republicated, or rebroadcasted without the authorized written consent of Throttle Graphics and Designs. Thank you, and thanks for your time.
Welcome back to FTN, and we're excited to get your interviews back underway here. And we're going to start off with Aiden Walker, who finished third in that beautiful Celsius car. Well, welcome, Walker. And third place. Great run for you tonight. Obviously, not the place you wanted to be. You probably wanted to be second or first, but still, third is an amazing spot to be after a long road course race like this. And how was it? He's been brutally honest.
Pace? You're just like, all right, I'm going to try passing here. Never mind. I can't even set up for it because there's just nowhere to pass. None of the streets are long enough to actually build a run, get beside someone, and pass.
Well, the first part of your interview wasn't heard, but he pretty much said boring. So,
Yeah.
that that made me laugh a bit. Brutally honest. We finally got the colors for your Celsius car. How does that feel? Painful?
You yelled at me for it.
Well, we are kind of yelling at each other for it. That's kind of the point. Well, any sponsors you want to thank?
I guess 213 somewhere.
Not
That's
even
really all.
not even the funny iRacing team.
Oh yeah. JFR.
Oh my god.
Well, I run for him on this league.
Man, I was mentioning how you were on SKS like 6 times. I also want to
Okay.
flex SKS, so that's fair.
Maybe bring Schmidt in. I don't know.
I don't think I can bring him in. He doesn't want to run
He
Mondays.
probably-
Yeah,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
he
true.
has
probably
RSR.
hates every next. What's that?
You don't know what RSR is?
No.
Real sim
Wait,
racing.
why are we making a real conversation in the middle of an interview?
Well, who
What
doesn't
are we
have?
doing?
I don't know. Anyways.
I mean, this isn't as bad as that OSRL short track showdown thing.
Oh wow, that's
At 5
crazy.
flags.
Okay, I wasn't commentating that race. Where did you start? Let's see.
No,
6.
remember you in
Right.
the 10 likes.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna move on. Thank you for your time, Walker. We'll see you next week at New Hampshire, I believe, or Kentucky. I don't know, but I just
It's
want to get this.
Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky. Well, hopefully we see you next week at the Kentucky in the Celsius car, so I don't have to change your colors for a
I
millionth
won't be
time.
sick. Oh yeah, I'm running suffered for that. So.
No! All right, well, have fun. We'll see you next week. Before I mention anything else about the 5 flags one, goodbye. Okay, Sam Brochu, next on the chopping block for our interviews. Welcome to the booth, Sam Brochu, of course. Second, not the place you wanted to be. What happened there when you were pretty close to Jordan Kuntz? Did you just get held up, or?
Yeah, no, those lap cars were something all race. It was just a battle of who could get through lap cars faster. And an entire first stint, I just caught every lap car in the worst place. And then, made that that pit stop there. Knew we were going to make it on fuel, and we were just banking on Jordan running out with, a lap or two to go. And he hard saved, and I ran him down 17 seconds. But as soon as I got within that 2-second, 1.5-second window, I just kept making mistakes, and it was just on me. I think I just got too trigger happy there, knowing that I was catching him, and I just overdrove the car and got a little lazy. But all in all, it was a shocking race. I'm kind of shocked I'm finishing second, but I love road courses. Road courses are some of my favorite tracks on iRacing. So I enjoyed running tonight. It was a blast. Just wish we could be one spot further.
Yeah, fair enough. Second is still a really great spot, and obviously the number 90 doesn't match up with the number 25, but who cares? Beautiful paint on track, by the way, I should mention. Obviously, you did want to catch up to the first place car, Jordan Kuntz, but still, is this your debut?
No, I raced early on in the season, and then I left for a couple of weeks due to some personal issues. But now we're back. I plan on running most of the season. Still thinking about going back into the playoffs. But yeah, I'll definitely be running the rest of the regular season out.
Yeah, and obviously, will you be showing up next week at Kentucky?
Ooh, Kentucky. Yeah, probably. I'm not the biggest fan of Kentucky, but when it drives good, I like it. So as long as it drives good.
Awesome. Well, any sponsors you want to thank before we let you go here?
Yeah, just Spino Designs, Forklook Media, all the guys in my ear tonight. They were just coaching me, keeping my head down, keeping me calm, and that definitely helped a lot. Trying to chase Jordan, who's one heck of a racer, down. So just got to thank all them.
Yeah, well, thank you for your time. Hopefully we do see you next week at Kentucky, and we'll see you then.
Yep, have a good one.
You too, and our winner, Jordan Coons, obviously second win of the season, if I recall correctly. Second win of the season on the FTN stint, at least, in the number 99.
Yeah.
Am I correct on the second win of the season?
Yes, you
All
are
right,
correct.
cool. Well, second win of the season at Sonoma. One at a mile oval, and now at a 2+ mile road course. How does it feel?
It feels great to win, especially with all the struggles I had with strategy. Made a mistake and pitted a bit too early, had to save fuel. Made it a lot closer than it should have been, but it all worked out in the end with a lot of luck, with Luke getting a penalty and just having the track position from the start really helped.
Yeah, and bouncing back from Richmond obviously wasn't a good race at the end there when you got into an incident, I should say, with Huff. Obviously, you were going to be penalized for jumping the start, but how does it feel to bounce back so good?
Well, of course, it feels great to bounce back, but one comment is I don't think I jumped the start
Well,
of
fair
that
enough.
race, and I still stand by that. But it's, of course, great to rebound from a disappointing result at Richmond.
Yeah, I obviously thought I didn't take a look at the chat. Christian was in my ear, so that's the only source of information. I apologize if I was wrong on that call, but still amazing to bounce back, as you said. And how's it feel holding Sam off?
It feels great. Like I said earlier, I made it a lot closer than it should have been, but still to be able to manage the gap, know that I was as fast, maybe a bit faster than him at some stages, is always a big confidence boost. And looking forward to maybe coming back next week and winning again.
Yeah, and speaking of next week, will you show up to Kentucky?
Depends on a lot of things, but it maybe and maybe not.
All right, well, any sponsors you want to thank before we do let you go?
I would like to thank everyone at PPM, Peak Performance Motorsports, for everything they've given me. Great opportunity to be on their team, new adventure for me, and so far it's really looking promising.
Promising it is, as you have 2 wins on the season so far, and hopefully can be 3 next week. Well, we thank you for your time, Jordan Coons, and hopefully we do see you next week at Kentucky Speedway in Sparta.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's Jordan Coons in the number 99, and that's going to finish off tonight's broadcast here at Sonoma. Obviously, an amazing race here tonight at Sonoma with a lot of different passes, a lot of different crashes. And that's going to finish out our broadcast tonight here at Sonoma. Final thoughts on this race for me, obviously being kind of boring at the front until those final few laps. And we will see you next week at Kentucky in Sparta, obviously. The 2011 edition of that in real life NASCAR was jam-packed, and hopefully there isn't a lot of traffic when we go there next week. And we'll see you next week at Kentucky. Good night and goodbye.